Let me ask you something. Have you ever wanted to practice speaking English, but you had no one to talk to? Maybe you don't live in an English-speaking country. Maybe your friends aren't interested in learning. Or maybe you're shy and not ready yet to speak with others. Here's the good news. You don't need a partner to practice English speaking. You can build fluency, confidence, and even improve your pronunciation all by yourself, if you know the right methods. In today's video, I'm going to share with you a complete step-by-step guide on how to practice English speaking when you're alone. I'll give you practical techniques that you can start using today, and I'll also explain why these methods work so well. So stay with me until the end, because by the time you finish watching, you'll realize that being alone is not a disadvantage. In fact, it can be your secret strength for improving your English faster. Part 1. The myth of needing a speaking partner. First, let's clear up a common myth. Many learners believe, I can't practice speaking without a partner. I need a native speaker to talk to. That's not true. Yes, speaking with others is valuable, but it's not the only way. Think about professional athletes. Do they only practice during the game? No, they train alone, they prepare, they rehearse so that when the game begins, they perform well. The same is true for English. Practicing alone allows you to prepare, repeat, and build habits without pressure. It's actually easier to develop fluency alone first, and then bring that fluency into conversations with others. So don't wait for a partner. Learn how to become your own practice partner. Part 2. Speaking to yourself, the power of self-talk. The first and most effective method is self-talk. Self-talk means speaking out loud to yourself in English as if you're having a conversation. At first, it may feel strange, but it's one of the fastest ways to improve. Here's how to do it. Describe what you're doing. For example, I'm making coffee. Now I'm adding sugar. This tastes good. Talk about your plans. Today, I will go for a walk. Later, I need to finish my work. Reflect on your day. This morning, I woke up late, but I managed to get things done. Why does this work? Because it makes English part of your daily thinking. The more you self-talk, the less you translate from your native language. Over time, English becomes your natural voice. Part 3. Shadowing technique. The second powerful method is called shadowing. Shadowing means listening to native English audio and repeating it immediately, almost like an echo. You try to copy the speed, rhythm, and intonation of the speaker. For example, you can take a podcast, a YouTube video, or even a movie scene. Play a sentence, pause, and repeat it out loud. Or, for more challenge, try speaking along with the audio in real time. Shadowing helps you improve pronunciation, train your mouth muscles, learn natural rhythm and stress patterns, reduce hesitation when speaking. It's like training your brain and your mouth to work together. So when it's time to speak, your words come out faster and smoother. Part 4. Recording yourself. Another excellent way to practice alone is to record yourself speaking. Here's a simple exercise. Choose a topic, speak about it for 1 or 2 minutes, and record your voice. Then listen to the recording. Ask yourself, was I clear? Did I hesitate too much? Which words were difficult? At first, you might not like how you sound, but don't worry, that's normal. Over time, you'll hear real improvement, and it will boost your confidence. Recording is powerful because it gives you something most learners never get: feedback from yourself. You'll notice mistakes and also celebrate progress. Part 5. Storytelling practice. One of the best ways to build fluency is to practice telling stories. It doesn't have to be complicated. You can tell a story about your day, a funny memory, or even a scene from a movie you watched. The goal is to describe events in order, using your own words. For example, yesterday I went to the market. I saw fresh mangoes, so I bought some. On the way home, It started raining, and I got wet, but it was fun. Storytelling develops your ability to connect sentences, use past tense naturally, and keep speaking without stopping. If you want a challenge, try retelling the same story in different tenses: past, present, and future. This will strengthen your grammar while still focusing on speaking. Part 6. Thinking in English. Here's a method you can do anywhere, anytime. Think in English. If you always translate from your native language before speaking, you'll be slow and hesitant. But if you train your brain to think directly in English, your fluency will increase dramatically. How can you practice this? Start small. Instead of thinking, "I'm hungry" in your language, think it in English, "I'm hungry." When you see something, name it in English. That's a chair. That's a tree. Later, try forming longer thoughts. I need to call my friend. I should prepare dinner. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes. Thinking in English is invisible practice, but it makes a big difference when you speak out loud. Part 7. Reading out loud. Reading is good, but reading out loud is even better. Choose an article, a book, or a story, and read it with your voice. This trains your mouth, your pronunciation, and your ability to say sentences smoothly. Don't worry about speed at first. Focus on clarity. Imagine you're reading for an audience. You can also record yourself reading and compare it to a native speaker's version if available. This way, you'll notice where your pronunciation needs improvement. Reading out loud is especially useful if you feel nervous speaking. It builds your comfort with hearing your own English voice. Part 8. Role-playing scenarios. Another fun technique is role-playing. Pretend you're in a real-life situation and act it out alone. For example, ordering food in a restaurant. "Hello, can I have a cheeseburger, please?" Asking for directions. "Excuse me, could you tell me how to get to the train station?" Job interview practice. "Thank you for inviting me. I'm excited to be here." You can even write down short dialogues and perform both sides. Role-playing helps you prepare for real conversations, so when they happen, you feel ready. Part 9. Use technology as your practice partner. We live in a time where technology makes practicing alone much easier. Here are some tools you can use. Voice assistants like Siri, Alexa, or Google Assistant. Ask them questions in English and see if they understand you. Language learning apps that include speaking practice. Many allow you to repeat sentences and check pronunciation. Speech-to-text software. Speak into your phone or computer and see if the text matches your words. This is great feedback for pronunciation clarity. Using technology makes solo practice interactive, almost like having a partner. Part 10. Daily speaking routine. Now, let's put all of this together into a simple daily plan. You don't need hours. Just 20 to 30 minutes can create real progress if you practice consistently. Here's an example routine. 5 minutes self-talk. Describe your morning. 5 minutes shadowing, copy a podcast or video. 5 minutes storytelling, share something that happened yesterday. 5 minutes recording, talk about a topic, then listen. 5 minutes reading out loud. Pick an article and read it clearly. That's it. In just 25 minutes, you've practiced multiple speaking skills by yourself. Do this daily, and within weeks, you'll feel more confident. Part 11. The psychology of practicing alone. Let's also talk about mindset. Many learners feel discouraged when they don't have a speaking partner. But here's the truth. Practicing alone is not second best. It's a powerful method in itself. Why? Because when you practice alone, you control the pace. You can repeat as much as you want. You feel no judgment. You build habits faster. In fact, many learners who practice alone first perform better when they finally speak with others, because they've already trained their brain and voice privately. So instead of feeling lonely, Think of it as building your English muscles in a private gym. Part 12, Real-Life Examples. Let me share some real learner stories. One student I knew lived in a small village where no one spoke English. She practiced alone every day by reading out loud and recording herself. After 6 months, she joined an online speaking group. Everyone was surprised at how fluent she sounded, even though she had never spoken with a partner before. Another learner used shadowing for just 15 minutes daily. At first, he couldn't keep up, but after 3 months, his pronunciation and rhythm improved so much that people thought he had lived abroad. These examples show that solo practice works if you're consistent. Part 13. Overcoming the fear of speaking alone. You might be thinking, but I feel silly talking to myself. That's normal. But here's the truth. Feeling silly is better than staying silent. Nobody's watching, nobody's judging. It's just you. And the more you do it, the less strange it feels. Eventually, it becomes natural, and that confidence transfers to real conversations. So don't be embarrassed, be proud. You're training for fluency. Conclusion, final message. Let's wrap this up. You don't need a partner to practice English speaking. You can practice anytime, anywhere, just by yourself. Use methods like self-talk, shadowing, recording, storytelling, thinking in English, reading out loud, role-playing, and using technology. Remember, practicing alone is not a weakness. It's a strength. It prepares you, builds your confidence, and makes you ready for real conversations. So starting today, don't wait for someone else. Become your own best speaking partner. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like it and subscribe to the channel. I'll be sharing more strategies to help you learn English naturally, confidently, and without stress. See you in the next video.